oh, yeah, you will lay a desire. Then I'd wear that power. President Gay, via Yatiga, this again. I say, oh, me, I'm right. And by doing you, I'm a part of my trade, well, on it goes away. Alas, I go that Giano, and I will say you. Papa Mora, get it up when anywhere, Momba Sibole. Sibole. L'arrangeur parmi national, très trop fort. We are glad that we want by say so when they do it. I want to say, do a play you go back for Monyo. Papa, you guitar, petit, brother, Fassoni. Kaidaka. Bena kaya posa gogo mambo panjago Apo blo akafwe Wapo za nyoka fwe Be afonte mwa bandi yopa kle yukiye Nyonjo si mwe Posto tata tuyo kwe atrinyo diongo Emo o Nese tokan Is a book, where they have been. Go on, yeah, I can't salute. Post to a gather to your way, I think on the one. Emo, Nesseto, now, with is a book, where they have been. Go on, yeah, can you get? Now, getting your bed when I know sound family. Hey, I do. Let's do what you just grab the one. Say your book on ya. Are you now? Saibo Bodachi, and we say you over. I want to you come on, need a boy. And yes, I'm going to buy them when we get. Hey, Imo, am I gay? What I want, I guess me, I'm done, and it the boy. Oh, Saibo Dachi, and we say you over. So like it, I'm going to never go. Netoni and Rayo. Hey, are you? Oh, but we just say, oh, yeah, I'm a walking lever. Kaidaka, when it was to work, I go to let you know halfway. I just know. This is what I say. Saibo, yeah, oh. You like to run them one way. One name on tell it by Potamu, Tanyada. Planning Papa, Renegation, Bacao Lage, the Pussy Bob, the PSC baby. The 10 years you can up one, there was a Bob was a dressy, Mambo, Palipo, Takiano, and I will say you over. I will. Saibo. To a black do it so say. I just want to lay a bat to an apple, you see you okay. Wait, you, Evo, Saibo, and they get up and block where John B. Banglo. On the Kriana walk like a bad day, the noir. It was a was. So, the one you're not really thankful, the Sule. Say. Saibo Bodachi, and I will say you over. I'm done in it. Where are you? So up away. And no Roswell, Cape Roswell. South Africa, your fault, your way. Thank you for your work there and my one. I'm the Pope and Yaguba. Don't feel it, I say, oh, Clavodio. Say, back in what place we are coming. Saibo Bodachi, and I will say you over. Aba pepo swelu ni nde swelu kwa muzedu manje dota siko bala Babo jo wase pepo swelu muzo bluke Say ya re ase pa ye no Gen one day yeah Yo pa play yo se mo play ya now Ari wo ase o pa ye Amo amora da o Saibo Dachi ano ana we say you I wish the rule di o pa ye So, Saibo, 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 ba. Saibo, Saibo, that young man that will take you. Mon pop man dans le mail, oui, dans your man de Jerou. When you know I say, it's a mayo. That was the Yasu also wombo. When you Amora Ginola say,
Good evening, folks. Samson told I brought up radio. We're here again this evening. That's what we do every night. Every night we're here to have conversation with you about our country. We really, really do appreciate all of you joining us again tonight. I'm not too sure why my mic, folks. Okay, so let's go ahead. I want to thank all of you again. Please share this video to as many people as possible, so that we can have our brothers and sisters to join us, have conversation with us. It's very important we do so. It's very important we do so. Please share this video. Help us out. Share this video. I'm sitting in tonight for Mr. Soul, who is on a special assignment tonight. And we're going to be talking Tabata, of course, but we'll welcome all of you. Please share this video. Share this video. It's very important that we have conversation with our brothers and sisters. And those that we are unable to reach, we ask you to extend your hand through you. Extend your hand for us so that people can come and watch us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Again, yeah, lots and lots of stuff is happening in Liberia. I'm going to be talking my own Tabata here for a while, but there's a lots and lots of stuff that is happening in Liberia. And it's very interesting. So I will read some of the stuff here from Front Page Africa. Front Page Africa is reporting. We will read those things here tonight. Very interesting. Very interesting. Interesting but sad, to be honest with you. But what I do like about what is happening, though, is that whoever side you're on, I think we have to congratulate Liberians and continue to encourage them to stay the path. Whatever side you're on, whatever disagreement that is happening, I think to have our brothers and sisters to try to utilize the court system. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. I want to say that. I'm going to condemn it later. I mean, not condemn the system, but I'm condemning them, whatever. But let me just say here, I want to congratulate those brothers and sisters, those who amount the majority bloc that is saying, let's go to court. We better not try anything. Let's go to court. But we'll talk about that later. I really, really like that. I like that because Frankie Kufa brought the court in and the court gave a verdict. And these brothers and sisters say, oh, okay. Is that what you want to do? Maybe outside we can go to court too. Very interesting. Very interesting, folks. Please share the video. Share the video. Safety, safety. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you again this evening. My Lord, we want to thank you very much for bringing us here again tonight. Thank you. Thank you for everything. As we will continue to do, we have done that before, we'll continue to do. My Lord, we come to you again tonight with a special request. The brothers and sisters that are in pain tonight, that are unable to get themselves across that hump of the pain they have suffered, we ask you, my Lord, step in. Step in. It is difficult time for everybody. Step in. For those that are not able to recognize that their pain can be turned to you. They come crying to you at night. They come crying to you in the morning. They come crying to you publicly. We ask you again tonight, my Lord. Please heal their wound. Heal their pain. Give them the pain medicine so that they can be themselves again. These were folks that were out there. These were folks that were with us. These were folks that laughed with us, danced with us. Because of their pain, they have been secluded, unable to get among their friends, unable to get among the community. My Lord, please, please, we hear their crying as well, but we'll bring that in front of you. We'll bring that cry in front of you and we'll ask you to do something. We hear that cry, but we can't do anything except for you. My Lord, we come again tonight. We ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. The President of the Republic of Liberia, President Waka, be blessed. Whatever he touches in the interest of the Liberian people, yes, indeed, the door must be open. Whenever he knocks, my Lord, as the situation in Liberia is getting wider and wider, we put the entire process in your hand. And I know, I believe, and I do know that you can solve anything. And you will solve this. As we move on, my Lord, we ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right, folks. Like I said, I'm sitting in tonight for Mr. Soul. So when a liberal sits in, I'm the judge, and I don't fool around. I don't take prisoner for tabata. No, 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 no. Let's go on. I just feel bad. Tattoos, Bonnie, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Thank you, Minister. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I just feel bad that it will even come down to this. But here's the interesting thing here. Let me just say this here quickly. And Liberians should be proud, very much proud of themselves. We have a situation that been happening, shaking up the country for the last 6 months or plus, and everyone is looking up to the Supreme Court. Yes, the rule of law, the rule of law is there, and we are very grateful. We're very grateful to God. Who cares? Who cares? I'm in my house, and I'm in public. Oh, oh, I'm in public? No, I'm not. But anyhow, let me go ahead. Let me go ahead. So, with these issues that have been affecting us, Flanty Kofa has done it. Has done it. And one day I will read what I wrote. Flanty Kofa has done it. And we appreciate it. We really, really do appreciate it. Because of a country that comes from a civil war. Because civil war, it means no law. Nobody obeys any law. You do whatever your might survive. Guns survive. But you come from civil war, and now you try to respect the rule of law in the country. It's amazing. It's amazing. Corruption is there. We will talk about that. But I think we, the Liberians, ourselves, should be doing this, parting our own bike. Because the kind of thing that's happening right now, if it was in any other country, some of the countries around West Africa, they are violent. Violent. They've killed people for football business. They will kill people for football business. But here we are. We disagree, vehemently disagree. But we're saying, we're saying, I like this process. I think I like what Flantikova have done. He has pretty much put a classroom, made the entire Liberian population to go to class, in civics class, and we're sitting down and watching and listening. Lawyer will come and educate us. Security analysts will come and educate us. I love this. I love this. They have exposing Liberians to how and why the government must run effectively. Flantikova is saying, yeah, speaker, fine. Uh, that's fine, but that's not the issue. But if you're going to remove me, do it correctly. Let the next generation see that this process, it doesn't have to be violent. That this process is not buffet ground play, not buffet ground over here. And so for you to do the buffet ground holder, it's not gonna happen. So Kofa has decided I'm going to take the entire country, the classroom. And who are the teachers? Who are the professors at the classroom? President Bakai, the executive. Because the issue, the subject matter is the legislature, the Supreme Court Chief Justice, the Supreme Court, the judiciary. Those are the professors. And so Franklin went over there, and we all were here. Oh, that is not going to happen, man. They came back. In all of your ruling, they are not suggesting. They are not suggesting to the legislature how to run their business, except to say you have violated the Constitution, and it's the right of the Supreme Court to interpret the Constitution and the laws, and they have done so. So we're here now, and I will read it here very shortly. Let me bring in Moses, and let's Moses get involved here before I go read it. Moses, good evening. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Good evening. Thank you.
Let's hear from you. What's on your plate here before I go on to read what I want to read here tonight?
Well, good evening, and thank you for the show. And as promised, I was going to be here. And first thing I want to thank you. Yesterday, during the show, one of the callers came in and said something about the panelists. And I want to say how much I appreciate you correcting that with him. That we come here and honestly, we're speaking based on our opinion and our experiences in government and doing some other things. To come and start saying condescending things to the panelists through anger, I think is totally unproductive. And I want to thank you for correcting. Moving forward, I want to be on the record to say that moving forward, I think the host to use their discretion. Folks who come here and start saying condescending things to the extent of insulting the panelists. Because when we come on this show, we're very careful with our language, our expressions, so that we would not, at least intentionally, offend anyone. So I think it's wrong and it's unacceptable for people to come on the show and just use condescending language to the extent of insulting the panelists and telling them you don't know what you're talking about. Some of those comments, for an example. So I just wanted to say that first, and I want to thank you for standing up yesterday to that caller. And I hope that the people listening around can hear that, our listeners, and people who are calling in to be very mindful of those things. Now, what's on my mind today is that over the past 2 days, I've seen quite a bit of police presence at the Capitol, LMP. And this is something that Mr. Bakker and myself have spoken about, that the government needs to insert the recruitment and training of Capitol police officers. Now, in Liberia, according to the research I did, we have about 4,100 police officers. That's what is listed as to how many police officers we have. If we took 300 or 400 police officers just to guide, talking about all the shifts to guide the Capitol building, that's taken away from the community that the police is trained to serve. And so all of these things need to be taken into account. And let me give you a typical example. The smallest state where you and I lived before in Rhode Island, they have 2,824 police officers. The population is just over 1 million. It's just over 1 million. Out of those officers, the municipal officers in Rhode Island, the ratio is 268 to 100,000. Think about those numbers that I just gave. These are factual numbers. Now, our police are trained, if that, quote unquote, if that, to serve the general community, the population in this. They play the role like a state police. So that's a country police. And
Okay.
so to extract from there, to go take care of these chaotic things that are going on from responsible, supposedly responsible adults, is taken away from their duty. And by
Thank
the
you.
fact that they're not even responsible. So that is what on my mind.
Thank you. Thank you, Moses. We appreciate it. And we'll get into that here. Thank you. Again, folks, if you're listening, Samson, I'm sitting in tonight for Mr. So, who is on special assignment. And hopefully we will be here again Sunday to have some wonderful show. But let me go on. Moses, thank you for joining me tonight. Let me just say this here. We also have been glued to the social media of what is happening back home. But for me, whatever the action that is being taken, however it is being played out, yes, I agree with you. But the process itself, as it is being unveiled by many players in Liberia, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it because I believe, as a liberal, I believe that talking is better than not talking. Because when you get to the point of not talking, you are thinking about how to handle whatever it is that coming your way. The police that you're talking about, I do agree. But they should be able to have their own, how do you call it, capital police. But the police presence over there today, or whatever time it is, I'm sure it is met for setting security from a security standpoint to be able to make sure that they are ready or whatever it is that might happen. But I'm not even talking about that. My thing is, we have this situation that is happening in Liberia right now. If that situation have happened any other place, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Nigeria, how do you call it? I'm not too sure if it happened in those other places, but I believe the way things are happening, if it has been any other place, they would have been singing different song. But for the government and the legislature, specifically Franti Kofa, to say whatever it is, let's hold ourselves. Remember, these are people that were illegally taken out, and they were illegally. They stopped their. Let me bring in Jerry as well. Oh, Jerry, not yet. They illegally stopped their pay and what have you, and this government is unable to respond to that. To say, okay, if that's what you want to do, this the leadership of the let me bring in Jerry, the leadership of the well, okay, yeah, yes, the leadership of the legislature. It's an illegal leadership. Don't take it from me. That's what the Supreme Court told us. But because of that, they are unable. They were going around stopping people pay and what have you, and the government under President Wakai supported that. It is wrong. And we must say so. It is wrong. However, Flanty Kofa said, okay, I'm going to take this because he's a lawyer. I'm going to take this country and this process that is happening. I will invite this country and any other stakeholder in a classroom. As I stated earlier, the executive teacher, the judiciary teacher, and we, the audience, are there to watch. And of course, the Supreme Court has spoken. And let me go on. Jerry, good evening. Thank you. Before I go reading what I want to read, let's hear from you. That is, if you're still with us. Jerry, are you there? I don't know what happened the first 5, 10 minutes of you joining us. We always have this issue. Are you there, Jerry? Okay.
I think his phone is frozen.
Yeah, yeah. The first 5, 10 minutes of the show when he comes on, it's always like that. But let me go on and read this here from Front Page Africa, folks. Those of you who wants to follow, please do so. Let me read what I saw on Front Page Africa. Okay, Front Page Africa is telling us that the majority black Where is this stuff here? Where is this stuff that? Okay. All right. Let me go to this. Let me go. I'll read it from this side. I have stuff all over the place here, but let me read it from this side. Okay. From Front Page Africa. What is this? Oh. They got problem now. They, one of that guy breaking rank with them, and he's now thinking about going to support them. But let me go on this, and I think. But where's the stuff that I saw earlier?
To
Okay,
support who?
he's breaking rank with the majority black. He's now saying, go to Front Page Africa. I just saw it. I just saw it.
Okay. He's going to the minority.
No, no, I didn't. I don't think they said majority black member Austin Taylor Brick ranks pledged to stand with rule of law. So
Okay.
you know what that is. So, but anyway,
Oh,
anyway. So if that's the case, Francisco just publicly added one more number to his
are you
to his,
sure?
yeah.
Well,
So let me read this here.
uh-huh.
This is what I want to read. For some reason I wasn't able to see it on the my phone here, so I will read it from here. I hope my glasses would. The majority. Okay, it says here, Liberia, after dismissing Supreme Court ruling, majority blacks seek liquor reconsideration. Interesting, but I like that. They're not seeking street fight. They're
Uh,
seeking reconsideration. I like that part. And that's the part that really make me proud as a Liberian.
read
They
that again,
feel
please.
they feel that something wrong. They want to address that. Let me go on. The majority bloc of the House of Representatives, led by Richard Nabekon, has formally filed a petition for re-argument before the Supreme Court of Liberia. The petition filed Friday, endorsed by Councillor Albert Sam and Vani G. Sharma, seeks to overturn the court April 23rd judgment, which declared that all legislative action taken without Kufuor present were unconstitutional. Kuhn, who also declared himself Speaker, had earlier rejected the court ruling in a strong wording statement. He described the decision as a threatening violation of the separation of power and accused the court of overstepping its bound by infringing by interfering in the internal legislature matter. There is absolutely no legal visitor of factual base of your honorable mandate that Honorable Kofa continue to be Speaker, he asserted. In their petition Friday, the majority bloc argued that Speaker Kofa was lawfully removed through the resolution passed by over two-thirds of the House in in line with Article 49 of the Constitution and the House Standing Rule. The lawmaker claims the Supreme Court overlooked critical facts, including the lack of quorum and they spoke about the quorum, and lack of quorum of Kofa's side and the alleged obstruction that prevented them from using the main chamber, which forced them to meet in the joint chamber. You guys can go on and read the rest of the stuff. But it is very interesting. Is Jerry back? Jerry,
No.
are you back? I think he is. Jerry, are you back? Okay. Jerry, can you hear me? Jerry, can you hear me? He's not even looking at me. Jerry, can you hear me? Hello, 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 co-host. Hello, okay. All right. All right. So, okay, thank you. But you see, you're stuck again. Okay. For some reason, when we start
I
the
don't,
first five
it's,
minutes of
Is
Uh,
he on the computer or on the cell phone?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He's back,
Maybe
but he's stuck.
maybe he
He's
get
stuck
it.
again.
Maybe he got an internet service from Liberia. He got to
No,
buy.
no, no, no. But that the minority black supporter. They America don't like that, so they're trying to harmonize his what you call.
You gotta buy what they call it. Oh my God! In Liberia, every time you talk to people, I gotta go buy what they call it. Data.
Oh, oh yeah, by data, yeah.
Yeah,
But
Jerry,
anyhow,
data. You gotta order some data.
yeah, it needs to. So the issue now for me, I like it, even though I will make fun of them tonight. But I like the fact that they say, okay, the person were not right. But let's go back to them, point out a few things, and maybe they might be able to change their mind. Instead of saying, because what they have done here, that's to indicate that the Supreme Court ruling is indeed the law. And they're saying, thank you for ruling, but your ruling quite in place, but there are a few steps you missed. And perhaps if you reconsider these steps, you might be able to change your mind. And I think that's a good thing to do. Now,
Can I
before
say
I
something?
bring,
Yeah.
yeah, but before I bring you in, Moses, I think what this thing does and what it's saying to me is that somebody lied to President Baka because he's too smart enough to embarrass himself like this,
Oh,
to come and make statement. I believe there's one sentence in that statement he made yesterday. I think he insisted, even though I think they were pushing, but I think I don't know him, but I know he's very smart. So I think he insisted that he used this word instead of saying majority black. He said people who have quorum. That particular sentence in there is a good one. So he can bike field, bike paddle, whatever you want to call it. But I think this whole thing here for them to now go back to the Supreme Court. First of all, in order for you to go to the Supreme Court, your action of going to the Supreme Court is to say that the Supreme Court I'll call you here. Where you coming from now? Rescue one is calling. I think this is gonna be an interesting show tonight. For you to count this early. So in order for you to go to the Supreme Court, first of all, your action is indicating that the Supreme Court ruling is in line, that you have accepted the Supreme Court ruling. But even though you accepted the Supreme Court ruling, but there are certain part or certain processing that you believe the Supreme Court did not take that into consideration. So for them now, this is their own bill of information. Did you take this one into consideration? What's about B on this side? What's about me shaking the chicken leg on this side? Can you see me? I like that. I like that because they're both Flanticofa and Kuhn are telling us that it doesn't matter who you are, no matter what the situation, no violence is allowed in our country. Their action is telling me that no violence should be done in our country. Now, before I come to you, Moses, the folks that are within Kuhn that was able to convince him, because when Kuhn made that statement, and now he eating crow live. People are making fun of him because he put on the left hand. And I see left hand behavior for those who were able to convince him to say, take the court action. The court will not going to reject you. But I think that's a good thing overall, Moses. Let's hear from you. Then I will. Moses, hold on. Let me welcome Terry. Terry, Moses, I will come to you. We got to. Jerry was going to be talking earlier, and his Chinese phone start acting up. But let's Terry, what say you? What's on your plate? Let's hear from you. Then Jerry would come in.
oh, Terry first.
No, let's just hear from what's on his plate. That's how we do it,
All right.
right? When you come in, we say, "What's on your plate?" They just coming in.
Yeah.
You are ready to what on your plate?
That's right.
That before was that you
No,
know
no, I thought it was Jerry first before.
no, we'll go to Jerry, but you know what I mean by before, right? You know, when the women them when they go into the water side, that big thing they can carry to full water in it. That's why you were dishing. So Terry will come to you. You're right, Moses. That's why I like you guys on the show. Let's go to Jerry first. Jerry, what's on your plate? Moses, you're quite correct, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Jerry shaking all again. Yeah. And we
You
can't hear
internet.
you muted, but we can't hear you. Lane talk, my people, lane talk. You're not saying anything. Go ahead, Jerry. Can we hear you?
You muted, Mr. Bacon.
Don't remind
Thank
me.
you.
Something happened to the man internet, man. I don't know what's going on. Jerry, are you there?
Jerry need to buy data. I keep saying.
Yeah, Jerry need to.
Wow.
Jerry that raw island.
You need to data from
That's
from what they call it, Lone Star or Orange.
You need to go up the hill and hold your phone like this.
you can hear me? That's fine.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. Why Moses run
All
away
right.
again now?
I think Moses is going on. But here's the thing. But look, His Excellency Joseph Newman White is the man of law, he's the man of principle, he's the man of integrity, he's the man, Mr. Clean. Let's get that straight. Mr. Buckeye said the President of the Republic of Liberia that he's not ordering the Supreme Court. It's two other boogers. That's a booger argument. The President acknowledged the Supreme Court has spoken. He said he will work with the quorum. Full stop. I will work with the quorum. Full stop.
Exactly. Easy.
Full stop.
I don't mean to interrupt.
I'm not going to read the entire something.
I don't mean to interrupt. These were things, George, we are lacked. That people, the smartness of this president allowed his supporter to find way out, and that's exactly. He didn't say I will support the man. He said quorum. Go get quorum. Are there? Get quorum. Are there? Whatever quorum is what I'm going with. I like the old man. Go ahead, Jerry. Jerry, are you there again? What's going on? Jerry, are you there? Jerry,
I'm here. You can hear me?
Why you can't use your laptop?
I'm here.
Why you can't use your
you.
laptop? Because every night we come on, you have this issue. Why you can't use your laptop?
The internet's giving problem. I'm here. I can hear you. Everyone I can see.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
My laptop I'm using. That's my laptop I'm using. That's my laptop.
Okay.
I'm using. That's my laptop I'm using.
Okay. Go to that so-called.
Right now.
Go to that man. Whether we may play with you or not, he got tons of camera in there. Go grab one. Don't ice ski. Just walk in the house. You got more than 4 or 5 cameras. Just grab it. Because the laptop, you can then when you grab it, the camera and plug in, then you can use the laptop for your audio, but your camera will be different. But if you use the camera like that, sometimes it gets some issue. Go over there. That man got tons of cameras. Grab them.
Oh, you
No,
just
my laptop is okay. I'm using my laptop. I'm not using my phone. I'm not using my phone.
What you said?
I said you just said someone to the CEO house just to grab something.
Yeah, CEO, that public he's a public figure. Anything that public figure, anything camera, you get with that public camera, let him go get it. Okay, thank you. I'm setting in for that. You guys are
All right.
Yeah, I'm setting in. Yeah. Okay, let's hear from you.
I'll try to get one camera for him.
Yeah, you got camera over there. Let's hear from you, Terry.
Yeah, my attention was drawn to So the opposition trying to unite and coming together. I don't know if it's a reliable thing, and all of that. I think what I was looking at was to see them coming together, but unfortunately, most of them were not there. I only saw Joel. I didn't see former President Weah. I don't know if Mr. Cummings were there, and and all the kind of things. So I just saw a few handful of people. If they want to be serious, they gotta be serious. They can't be playing around and jumping around and chopping people and all that kind of thing. You're dealing with government. Unity Party is skillful. They understand the dynamics of the politics play in Liberia, and they do it with professionalism and education. So you can't be approaching them if you're going to bring them down in a japping way, that kind of way. You got to deal with them like how they deal with you, or else y'all will be dangling. I thought that was something, and maybe
Thank
that
you.
was my big thing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Terry. I read an article earlier about, and I know many of you have seen it on Front Page Africa, about the minority black are going back to the Supreme Court, asking the Supreme Court for a re-argument. And in their petition, they're saying that the Supreme Court missed few facts, and that the few facts they want to point that out to the Supreme Court. Pretty much, they are at the mercy of the Supreme Court. The same court, Reggie say, in respect, they're putting themselves out, and this is how you deal with peaceful country. Peaceful country. You come across like this. You put aside your ego, and you go back to the same people who you were castigating 2 days ago. And here's what I'm going to say: the Supreme Court going to be having serious sympathy for Kuwa and his people, even though they will not rule based on sympathy. But I don't think they're going to outright reject the request, because for Richard Kun to now put himself at the mercy of the court will look at that and say these people are also helping to put Liberia on the map. And let the international community look at us. We can't just get up and reject without even listening. Even if we don't agree with them, if we're not going to rule in their favor, let them bring it up. That way you allow future generations. This is not just about today. What is happening right now in our country is very interesting. Very interesting. Now they're calling themselves father fighter, the father, founding father of the nation. The way they're going about it, they are now rebuilding Liberia, putting structure in place, I believe. Let me come to you, Mose.
Okay. It's taken a while since you talked about when you read that thing. The first thing here is that I want to make a reference to folks. If you're out there, you go right online. You can see there is a book. Research the book, Government and Politics. It's something that was one of my required studies during my undergraduate program, and I think it will lay the premise for some of the things we're talking about. As in reference to what you was talking about, that is on front page, I think possible that this can be rectified based on the decision. And I'm not sure, I'm one man who's been on the show and saying that the separation of the branches of government and no interference. Take, for instance, now that this have happened with the Supreme Court ruling, as everybody classified it to be, I think it was only directing both of the parties involved to go back in Article 49 that talks about they had the privilege to elect, and in that election, they're saying two-third majority vote is supposed to remove the speaker. People are interpreting it in better way, best way that they can. And I think the majority, the brief 5 by the majority it's on point that this man has received a vote of no confidence. That's why people would not attend his section when he called his section. And based on that, they thought that the majority that had a quorum to convene did that. In as much as they didn't vote to remove him, but they still think that doing the people business was first and most important to them. So if they had a quorum to communicate or to look at issues from the legislative perspective, then they had a quorum to do that of the 29 people or 32 persons. And so they needed to continue to do that, and that keep the legislative, the lower court stagnant. Now, understand, under the democracy, if one branch of government is not totally seated, the other branch of government are totally not functioning, not functionable. So now, you see, and that's what the argument is going to be. Apparently, the government has been functioning under the majority rule and took everything that the majority gave them so that they can continue to operate. And so that they all have engaged in illegal activities, including the Supreme Court, the judicial system. So that's where the argument is going to be. So how did you guys operate when we know that if the legislature is not completely seated, the judicial cannot work, and the and the executive cannot work? Why have you been working over the past 7 months?
Thank you. Thank you.
So that is the argument I think that the majority is raising by filing that brief now and redirecting the court to understand some of the modality that were involved in this whole saga of no confidence in Fanati Kofa.
Thank you. Guys, panelists, let me just make this quick announcement with many of us here tonight. We're going to be out of here by 7 o'clock my time, which is 10 o'clock exact. So please make it brief so that the other folks will have the opportunity to put in their own argument as well. Let's try to make our comments short.
So acknowledge,
sweet to the point.
I'll be leaving earlier than that. So, I say I'll be leaving earlier than that. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Let's welcome Dr. Malish. Dr. Malish, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Is the weekend stuff on the stuff?
What weekend?
The weekend something. Is it there?
Which one? What something?
Your regular weekend something. Because the way you say you leave in sharp 10. So I was just thinking, what are your regular? I'm just kidding.
your
Rescue 2, that the play you going to? Rescue 2, you not join if I'm doing that talking about my weekend.
The goat is cooking.
Rescue 2 throw me on the bus. Okay. That's what I like about this show. We come here and have fun, guys. That's wonderful. Let's hear from you. Let's hear from you, Dr. Malik. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. What's on your plate, sir?
Oh, well, it's the same old ongoing drama in Liberia. That's on my plate tonight. And it's like we started this whole thing on Wednesday. Now, someone all took a position, and we said His Excellency will have to take a stand, and it was his turn. And from the unfolding events, the Excellency has taken a stand.
Yep.
The Excellency has taken a stand. He made a proclamation, and he said he accepts the rulings, and he called on all parties to accept the ruling.
Yep.
And this is what I was waiting for. And
when did he do that?
Have you not been following? Are you not following the news in Liberia?
No, not quite. All I know, he spoke yesterday, but
Yes.
he not speaking. I didn't hear him say. I didn't hear him say.
Listen,
Let me finish.
The
Come
information minister has given the government position statement.
Okay, okay,
Yes.
all right.
And it's clearly written there. And the president even spoke. And all the things he said in his speaking is reflected in the information minister communication on the government position
Thank you.
statement. Yes. So that's where I'm speaking from. And this is why the CEO and others were arguing that the president will have to take a stand.
I will advise that tonight program, nobody call it name, nobody call it title. You talk to me or call me the board chair.
No,
I'm
no,
sitting.
no. That's undemocratic. You can't do
But
that.
you think I here for democratic rule? I'm
No,
minority black. I'm minority
no.
black.
When the knee
But
arises, we'll call his name and we got to, I mean, we got to
thank you.
respectfully, I know. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Malley. Thank you. We will be discussing more. Let me come to you, Jerry. You heard the reading. What is your take on that?
Hello, you can hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I will call my technician to make sure everything was in control.
on.
But we're
You
not.
need to go to that man's house tonight and grab. You got plenty of
Okay.
camera in there. Grab camera.
Okay, I think that's what I'll do. I'll put it on my computer instead of the laptop.
Yeah,
Okay. But
yeah.
the president accepted the verdict of this the Supreme Court. And said, I see what is it forcing about this thing. Like I said. And what else you want the president to say? He said he will work with the quorum. What else you want the president to say? What else? You may say he will work with the quorum. So what else? Look, there's nothing to be forced about. When Booker speaks, they say, "Oh, Booker speaks." He not speak. They say Booker is not speaking. So what? Now tell me, for Christ's sake, with good conscience, woman not like her pace, she moving, but the man move on his own pace. He want to do it. He don't want nobody to push him around. He's not somebody that you can push around. He's not somebody that say he's not thoughtful. So that's who he is. Woman not like him the way he handles things, but that's how he see it fit, the way he want to run the best of his ability. So we have to acknowledge it. What's his name? Let's take for example, the former president, Mr. Weir. He never gave press conference or press conferences. That's his side. Ellie Johnson was very somebody who was there before the media all the time to have press briefing. That was her style. So that's what kind of understand. He worked with it. He said the Supreme Court has spoken. I will work with the Quran. Full stop. Case over. Let's start new business. If anybody who are Quran, if you say you want to go to the Supreme Court, you see, this is how the Supreme Court works. The Supreme Court don't just take cases. The one thing we gotta get to the back of our head. The Supreme Court don't just take cases. Supreme Court take cases that's a landmark case of what they take cases. Not just one case and say, I went to the Supreme Court and the court no. The court is a sanctuary. The real sanctuary, that's it. That means it's urgent. The urgencies. What is the urgency? The Supreme Court had to evaluate before they can take the case. Not just come and say, okay, we're going to walk to the Supreme Court, not like you're going to the Superior Court or the Magistrate Court. That's not how it works. The Supreme Court take the case when it's necessary or the judges are in chamber. Now, probably they will say, you know what? Your do say out. The Supreme Court not interested. That's what it is. That's what a law is. Look, folks, we need to read with understanding how the Supreme Court works and why Supreme Court take cases. Full stop.
Thank you. Let's come to you, Rescue 2. Let's come to you. Res, I'm not too sure if when you were, whether you heard me reading it, but the issue is these people are now seeking readdress to the Supreme Court. And these are the same people, their leader were cascading the Supreme Court 2 days ago, but he has swallowed his pride and he had put himself at the mercy of the Supreme Court. And as a Liberian, I feel proud for that. But let's hear from you. Let's hear from you.
Well, first of all, I don't think that Richard Kuhn actually uh, said that the Supreme Court, he don't respect him. Richard Kuhn said he reject the ruling. He don't agree with it, with the ruling, which he have the right to do. So reapplying or for re-hearing or so could mean that I don't agree with your ruling, which is a good position to take too, to resist it. And the argument now could be, because the first argument was Fonatikova is saying that Fonatikova said that he was arguing on these people now having the right to remove him. And that is what Supreme Court based the argument, quoting Article 49. So what if Richard Kuhn tell them to explain what the Supreme Court mean by being absent? What the Supreme Court mean by being absent? Because Supreme Court is saying that in the absence of the speaker, the deputy speaker preside. All right? So Richard Kuhn's argument could be the speaker was absent when we file our petition. So if Richard Kuhn then can defend that the speaker was absent when we file our petition and the deputy speaker did preside because the speaker was absent, and they can definitively, because if they ask, if the Supreme Court say how was the speaker absent, then the Supreme Court have to explain to us what is in the Constitution that determine present or absent. So that is the reason why people are saying that the law is ambiguous, because most of the constitutional laws that were written there were a lot of ambiguities. There is no definitive position that really the crafter of the Constitution clearly lay out for many things to happen.
Right.
And that is why Supreme Court look at the other law, we say you can adjourn from day to day, but there is nowhere providing you the power to compel your people to come. So that is ultra virus. You can't compel the people to come. So, but you can adjourn to day until they by willingly, when they decide willingly to come. So now, if Richard Kuhn say, okay, Supreme Court, declare to us by Constitution what determine absent, what would the Supreme Court say?
Okay. All right. That one thing I love about you rescue too. You like to move this goalpost. You move here again. The other day you were here. You were arguing that and I give it to you. You have not changed. I'm not saying you're changing, but now you switch again. Now we're going to the last time it was Frantikova won't have quorum. Fine, we give it to you. Now this today again is, what does it mean by absent? Does it mean when you're absent? Does it mean you're not there, or does it mean you were there but you're there not in spirit, or you are not there in spirit, that absent? So we'll find. But those are good points. Those are good points. But overall, Terry, I think all of you here will agree with me that what is happening in Liberia, which is the basis of my argument tonight, that what is happening in Liberia is very good for our soul. It's very good for our understanding of each other. Because nobody going in the street, at least not yet, and I hope not. We're going through the channel. And because of that, I will argue that the Supreme Court will hear this. And that doesn't guarantee anything. But let me go to Dr. Malley. Dr. Malley, my argument and the reading that I had earlier, I'm not too sure whether you have read that on Front Page Africa, where the majority of Black are throwing themselves at the mercy of the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, arguing that they want to have a re-argument because they're suggesting that the Supreme Court has missed few important things that perhaps if they had included those in their argument or whatever, they might have had a different view of that. Let's hear from you, Dr. Malley.
Yeah, let me make one point of correction here. The Supreme Court has already handed down 8 rulings. And according to Article 65 and 66 of the
So what is
Constitution.
it? What one you coming to correct now?
Give me a chance now.
Okay, all right,
I said I'm making a point of correction here. And
okay,
the Supreme Court has already handed down its ruling.
okay,
And
okay.
according to Article 65 and 66, on this particular case, the Supreme Court has given a final ruling. And in those articles, you cannot appeal. That's the point of correction I'm making here. You cannot appeal this ruling. You cannot revoke this ruling. This ruling is final. Nothing can be done about it. So Article 65 and 66, you can read that. Okay. Upon saying this, the issue now is that we have already crossed the legal aspect of this argument. We're done with the legal aspect already. The Supreme Court has spoken. They have interpreted Article 33 and Article 49. And the government accepted it in good faith. And the government said all parties should adhere to this ruling. So we cross that area now. Where we are now is the issue of the enforcement of the ruling. Now the government came up to take a position. And the government position is that, let me read verbatim. The government said it will work. Coming now.
The executive.
Yeah, hold on, guys. Let him let. Go ahead, Dr. Mary. Go ahead.
I'm talking about the substance of the government position. Now, what I'm reading here.
All right, go
that
ahead.
what brought, that was bringing the wound of contention in Moravia right now. And
Go
it
ahead,
says
Dr. Mary.
it will work with full quorum that ensure the full function of our government. And I agree with the government on that statement. And this statement is in the interest of Speaker Kofa, giving him the challenge to draw out a quorum.
There you
And
go.
if you draw up a quorum,
It will work with him.
Kun and his group will go underwater.
Yeah.
The president did not say, I am with Kun quorum. No, he did not say that. He said he will work with a group that have a quorum. And quorum is entertained in the Constitution. And the House cannot function in the absence of a quorum. So I agree with His Excellency on that position. So the challenge now is how and by what means can this verdict be enforced? Listen to this. The great counselor gave a rebuttal today to the president's statement, Councilor Gongolo.
Dr. Mali, you got to make it brief so that other people will get in there.
Councilor Gongolo was giving his rebuttal on how and by what means the executive can enforce this ruling. And I vehemently disagree with him.
All right, we'll come back to you on that. We'll come back to you on that, Dr. Mali. We'll come back to you on that.
Where we are right now.
Thank you. We'll come back. James, Mose, sorry, James is calling. I'll just look at it. Okay. Yeah. Mose, let's hear from you. Let's hear from you on this here. If you care to continue with it, we'll be there. But let's hear from you.
I think the statement by Dr. Mali just now is right on point, and so is Terry. And we've all have agreed on one thing, that the Constitution, the interpretation of the law refers to Article 49 of the Constitution. It gives them the ruling for the inner works of the lower court. Now, the president's statement to work with the quorum was salient. It was on point. So now, here what politics play. And I'll give you a typical example. McCarthy, 11 times they negotiated, they went back and forth to have the vote for McCarthy. It was never successful until the 11th time. The same thing with the current, under democracy, with the current Speaker of the House, Johnson, when he didn't have the vote, and there were 4 people who did not vote within the Republican Party because they had a majority, what they did, they went into recess and they negotiated. So Trump on the side made a call. What promise, what deal they made with those guys, nobody knows. And that's what politics take their scores. So now, like Dr. Martin said, the challenge is with the minority and the majority. Who can convince who to come to 49? Now, Fanati Kofa first need to be able to raise the audience to host a section. He needs to call. And that was the point that I think Richard Kuhn said yesterday on the air. He said Fanati is going to be unable to do that. And Terry, you are right. The constitutions are ambiguous. And that's why the judicial system is set to interpret and give more details on those things. And so I think it's on point, and I think our people need to be educated, and that's why I'm referencing government and politics. So the executive now is saying we're going to work with whoever has a quorum. Who can convey the meetings and to function is who we're going to work with. And I think that was on point.
Thank you.
Full stop.
Thank you. Thank you. Jerry, we'll come to you and give us your closing on this one, then we can move on to the next subject matter. What will be I know you probably don't even have closing because I think you already said your closing that
No, I didn't say my closing. I just want to make a point to Wemo. Why are you trying? I said full stop. But look, politics
Don't stop me, I'm going home, I'm done.
Politics work Nukodima style. That's how politics work. Politics don't work in the day, they work at night.
Man,
that's the time.
Wow.
Oh yes.
Africa.
Politics work at night.
No,
not even in Africa, even in the Western world, politics work at night. That's where the leader make calls at the point. Because all we need right now, what's his name? The sitting speaker, he need maybe about 5. Kofa near about what? He got about 32. He near about what? He got a lot of work to be done. Kun, he got less to do. All you have to do is make some calls. That's what make you a leader. Make some calls. Look, politics interest. That most alluded to. You as a sitting speaker right now, make some calls. That's what you do it. Even in politics, the people bribe people here and say, look, I will put you on the committee. I want a vote. They do it here in this country, in the Western world. Look, I'll put you on a committee. The other committee will put you on a committee.
Absolutely.
That's how it works.
Politics.
That's how it works. You make some calls. It's in the interest. You want to maintain your speakership, you make some calls.
Yeah.
Who needs to make some call now and say, look, you on the minority block, I want you to come on my side. I will put you on the committee. That's how it works in politics. So somebody have to make the call. Or Kofa have to make some calls and say, look, you want a majority black, come to my side. I will give you so thing to be work out. That's how it work at night. Or the president can say, look, I want to work with Kun. Kun? He can make some call and say, I want to work with Kun, for example. Kun, look. So who are the weaker link on our side that we think we can persuade to come on your side? That's how politics works.
Yep.
Call Kun right now and say, Kun, who you think is a weaker link that we can bring on your side so we can get a thing over with? That's how politics work, my people. It's not about league or something. It's about politics.
Thank you.
Introduction to politics. Then maybe somebody interview go read public administration or introduction to public administration.
I know, right?
It's a simple thing. It's a very simple thing. It can be over within 24 hours.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me bring you in, Terry. We're going to change the subject now. You brought in a subject matter here earlier. And guys, by us changing the subject, when it will come to you, you can still talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. We're not going to bind you to a specific tabata. Whatever tabata you have in your bag, tonight you can bring it up. I'm sitting in for Mr. So, who is on a special assignment tonight, and we're enjoying ourselves. And I hope we keep it up like that. Terry, let me come to you. Rescue 2, by the way. Let me come to you. You mentioned something earlier, but passing, I would say. Now let's go a little bit deeper than that. What do you make of the opposition availing themselves publicly, and in their public utterings, they did not hide themselves. They are saying they're giving President Waka ultimatum up to Tuesday. You don't say something, you'll have to deal with us. Terry, let's hear from you.
Yeah, it's good. But I also want to say something to what Dr. Malik said, that the Supreme Court cannot take an appeal on another case, on a case that they have ruled on. I think it's yes and no. The Supreme Court can reconsider a case when they have ruled, when they found out that there are new evidences, or when they found out there is a change to the law. They can reconsider their opinion. So yeah. So it's possible they can look at, they can reconsider it, but it's true. Supreme Court, when they hand down a ruling, it's not supposed to be reversed. All right. So it's yes and no. But to the issue on the discussion, Liberal, about the opposition is going to be strong if they come together. And that, I think, is what they're doing. If
James, good evening. You got to mute yourself.
If they listen to public ridicule and people playing fun out of them and say, oh, no, we're not doing the thing, they're going to struggle. You see what happened during the June 7 protest that started to cause a dent in former President Weah government was because of opposition unity. And what he named, Bernard Ayure were on that ground. Mr. Cummings were on that ground. In fact, it was what gave birth to the CPP. It was that protest that brought the CPP together. And what they did, they fought against Weah government. And they succeeded. Even though they broke apart, they managed to break them apart and tear them apart. But in the end, they won. The opposition became the ruling party of the day. So United Party will try to discourage them and say, oh, the thing is not going to work, blah, blah, blah. That the same thing CDC did. That the same thing they said, that the CPP were not going to work. But with all the hulu battle the CPP had, they succeeded. Today we have an opposition leadership. So if the opposition can come together and hold together, forget about all the differences. And that is the same thing I said in Nima County. The disgrace the opposition experience in Nima County is because of opposition disunity. The reason why they are struggling right now, and the government giving them a hard time, a democratic state that is going to make progress can only thrive on the unity of opposition. They will only be successful when opposition unite. The reason why the progressive was successful was because they united with other people. They came together. There were other people from different political parties who joined with the progressive, and they fought against Toba. So opposition unity is a very powerful weapon, especially for our democracy to thrive. It's very important. And yeah, that's in my opinion. That's how I think. I could be wrong.
Thank you, Terry. Let me welcome James. Thank you, James. Thank you for joining us here tonight. We appreciate it. What's on your plate, sir? Your plate is muted.
Oh, okay. I mean, what's on my plate? I mean, it has to do with the ongoing and debacle, if we may, the noise continue there at Capitol Hill. But I've come to to realize that, I mean, it's much more political than legal now. And I see in others dead on, fighting and trying to do all they can to see how they can strangle the government. Trust me. I mean, That's what I mean, the essence of this thing is to see how well, make the government to look bad. And there's toward 2029, people talking about, I don't know, we still 4 or 5 years from now, people sort of hold on. Like I listened to opposition and Erin Snow. This
And
is
you call your hell.
yeah, yeah. I call my hair for Dr. Moliner. So it's all about stimulating the government, making
But one
it.
thing I noticed, though, since you cut your hair, you have become little mellow now. You're not as feisty as you used to be. Does it have to do with cutting hair?
Yeah, so it has to do the ongoing impasse there has to do with the essence, and all that the guys are trying to do is to stimulate the government, because the government, they know that the government is working hard, trying to deliver on some of the promises made to the Liberian people. But what can we do to make this government unpopular, to make this government look bad somehow in the eyes of the Liberian people? That's exactly what I see opposition, the opposition right on now.
Thank
And
you.
I want to take this time to call on the government, of course, the executive, to begin to engage in high skill reconciliatory talks, and to see what can be done to break the impasse and find a lasting solution to the situation there at Capitol Hill.
Thank you. Thank you. With respect to the opposition gathering together, when I saw it this morning, I was happy to say yes, put together and hold the president's feet to the fire. It's about time people did that. But then I started thinking to myself, from the date of all Liberian conference, from the date of the conference in Ghana, going over there to have a conference about Liberia. Liberians, when they get together like this, it is not about the interest of the people, it's about the interest of themselves.
Yeah.
Right now, as they were sitting there, they were thinking, who's going to lead this group? Who's going to be the main spokesperson of this group? So the same way Yula used to run. You don't get president. As soon as they become president, you're like, oh, I'm going to Liberia, I'm going to look for a job.
Yeah.
So president, it's the same mentality what we have. So I hope this group, they do not come across as somebody who is seeking relevancy in order for them to put their hand up to say, I am.
And that's exactly what the guys are on, trying
Thank you. Because you call your hair, you can't interrupt now. or as I'll tell the boss over there in leave your hair alone. Because when the time you call your hair, you don't interrupt you, but you can't call your hair now.
Okay. I slow down.
All right. Okay. My man, the man that your co-host, I can keep in fact, this is what saying now said, watch what I'm gonna do to Dr. Mali. Good night, Dr. Mali. What are you gonna say now, CEO? What are you gonna say to me? Yeah, Dr. Mali, why are you not allowing the liberal thing? But anyhow, let me come to you, Doc. Let me come to Dr. Mali. Doc, let's hear from you. Walter Carter has sent you the link. I'm not too sure you want to fight from behind computer tonight as usual because you're seditious. That's why you do. You like to fight behind the door anyway. So that's fine. If you can't come on, that's okay with me. Let's hear from you, Doc. Let's hear from you about this issue of the opposition. You can talk about anything you want to talk about. Let's hear from you.
Yes, I think we need to be reading the Constitution. Article 65 and 66 is clear on the Supreme Court final verdict. There are no if and and about it, that when something new arose, this particular decision is over. And there is no way Kuhn and other people want is associated with this decision is done. But as we all seeing right now, the issue is more political right now. And the challenge is with Honorable Speaker Kofa. But this is what Councillor Gongolu said. He said, this is a renowned lawyer, and I even disagree with him. But before we go to that, now some people are saying it's not about quorum. It is. Article 33 says, simple majority of each house shall constitute a quorum for the transaction of business.
Yes.
That is the core of the House of Representatives and the Senate. If you don't transact business, how are you going to exercise authority? Yeah, you get a speakership on paper, but you cannot exercise the authority. You must get this forum. The Excellency did not say, I'm going to take side with this group or with this group. People are interpreting to say the Excellency decided to take side with the Kun group. No, I have issue with Excellency, but the particular one is not true. And I agree with him. Furthermore, the issue of the opposition, Liberal, Kangora Gonfalo is saying that the president should take his pen and call on the security, on the police boss to restore all her immunity. You are demeaning the presidency. We can't do that. Kangora Gonfalo is saying the president should talk to all the government officials not to talk about this thing in a negative way. You will be infringing on the right of the people. We're not running a military government. People got to speak, whether you like it or not. So I disagree. I disagree with his honorable councillor on this issue. So the issue now is, the political part here now is, the speaker will need to write the security boss or the police boss that he wants his security. He need to write, because he is speaker now. He must exercise leadership and he must exercise authority. He can't get an executive coming to spoon feed him on all these things. No, we can't do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Somebody said, Mr. Yeah, hold on. Okay. Dr. Malley, thank you very much. What?
But now, you presiding and I see now you reading comment. You can't pass that one to rescue too.
I beg you. Are sitting in tonight. That doesn't mean you'll control me. I beg you. And because right now I'm coming close to the show, I got business to take care of. I'm coming close to your show right now. I did today Friday night. Thank you, Doc. Thank you. Look, on seriously, on a very serious note, I think the opposition. You see, this is why I always say CDC like to put their, the people say, I'm going to say again. But this is why I always like to say CDC always like to do things to themselves. President, we have spoke with words that they're supposed to hold on and milk it all the way to the bank. Then the next day, 2 days later, they come with opposition from all over the place. They're cutting their own legs again. Because here's the thing: the people up to this point, I don't know what they don't realize about the old man that can wear a hat, and you think he's sleeping, he's looking at you. When you going left, you think you're going right, he's there. Well, they can't study this old man. He doesn't like for you to push him around. You push him around, instead for do whatever you want to do, I'll do what I want to do. He's the president, for Christ's sake. If the president always, if you watch it, I don't know him, but he's somebody I believe that like to have consultation with people, consulting people, ideas, getting ideas from people. Your opposition, it's good to be opposition, but when you go public like this and you say, I gave you ultimatum, that your ultimatum will eat, I'm gonna listen. If you me say, I will tell my open, don't listen to the people with their ultimatum. Let them bring it on. We're here. Ultimatum. You think that civil war we're fighting here, and you're gonna give somebody ultimatum? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, because here's the thing here. I thought They were going to build on the wonderful, wonderful thing President Weah. President Weah was not combative in his argument. President Weah was not condescending in his argument, but it was clear that he was telling President Wakai, I helped to maintain the peace in this country for 6 years. Please don't mess it up. He didn't say it like that. You are much more respectful. But that's exactly what he said. And yet people are telling them we're giving you ultimatum. For what? Ridiculous. Let me come to you, Moses. I know you're very sleepy now. You're yelling on my show like this. Yeah, I mean, you're very sleepy. We'll soon get you milk bottle for you to go to bed. Go ahead, Moses. What give us your opinion on this yet?
Well, thank you, Libra. And I have been strong when it comes to opposition uniting. I have not supported it one bit because as I learned...
Moses, can you hold on 1 minute, please?
Sure.
I got my son here. He's in Liberia watching. The next time my son told Achibo, you praise the Dr. Mali again, you praise me, I will block you.
Oh.
I'm not telling you right now. You praise, you're writing something here, praising Dr. Mali. You praise Dr. Mali again, you praise me, I'll block you. I'm telling you right now. In fact, I'll call my sister to let her know. Go ahead, Moses.
Let me say that I agree with Dr. Mali too. So,
your good night. I think I'm in trouble tonight.
But let me say
go ahead, Moses. Go ahead.
Let me say this. I've been a strong opposition to the so-called organization of the oppositions. Remember back in the day, the first time they talked about opposition with Bernard Ure, the president now, Joseph Boakai, and Cummings got together? That was the first time. Now, studying politics and understanding how it works from my own experiences, you can never have an opposition unite on a one accord to target one of the challengers. The only time that I think that can happen if everyone disregarded their individual interests and come up with a new objective or a new goal and unite around it. Because when I saw that document when I saw the document on Facebook, it was specific to say Josh Weah was calling the meeting. And we know that he never attended the meeting. And these people who come up with these things, the opposition are they're trying to fill the water for themselves. But like Terry said, they go in with specific interests. No political group in Liberia is going to disregard their individual interests for the goodness of the country. And we've seen that over a period of time. Every time the opposition said they were coming together, and then the same thing when Liberty Party and the other people got together. Same thing. This opposition coming together to unite only to target the seated executive has not played good in Liberia, and I think they need to stop that. This is not going to play. Like the Liberals said, you can't come in and give people ultimatums. Who are you? Now, you're not speaking of oneness because as soon as it backfires, everybody go into their corner. Until the oppositions can come together, forget their own individual manifests, and say we're going to unite and form one group, and this group going to be known as X, Y, and Z, and that we're going to forget, we're going to integrate all of our manifests and create one, then I think they can work. When Terrence talked about Torbert and the progressive groups, listen, Torbert had intended not to run in 1982, and he had welcomed the progressive to organize their political party because he wanted to create a multi-party system and make the playing field so that it could have equal rights. And that was his intention. He was not going to run. So he was not in opposition to any of the people that he asked to form political party. I just wanted to make that correct. That sentiment. I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm of the sentiment that opposition can never work based on the individuality of our people. They got one interest, and that's the interest of the country first. You can't work and have your interest supersede the country. So with that being said, that's my closing argument. And I'll see you guys on Sunday. I beg to leave because I got to take care of some domestic issues.
Yeah, well, Marcel, come and follow your footsteps. Don't worry.
Thank you. Nice talking to you guys again. I will call you individually. Terry, did you see the thing I posted on the website? On the chat room?
You put it in the chat room?
Yes, sir. It's in the chat room.
In the WhatsApp?
Yeah, in the WhatsApp. No, in the Messenger.
The AI,
I will check it out.
AI liquor talk, Mose. The AI.
No, it's not AI liquor talk. Y'all look at it.
The AI.
It's right there. It's right there. And Koga did get the money from
the AI liquor talk. Event a full trimming there. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Have a wonderful weekend, guys.
Thank you.
Good night, and blessing to your families.
Thank you. And good night to you as well. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Mr. Samson, where to? Washington. Mr. Samson, this is the Republic of Atlanta, Georgia. How you guys doing?
I said something tonight that they meant Leo.
No, you did nothing I know. Don't worry, I'll come here.
Oh, okay. All right, let's hear from you.
Look, it's gonna sound, Mr. So really, really sad when you guys, especially when you're on the platform, your group of panelists on the platform with you. Oh, I mean, your former analysis, the way you guys argue, it's like everything is just one-sided. What's the objectivity from you guys? We understand. Everybody that watch the show know you are pro-government panel. We agree. Only Mr. So can change things out.
Yeah, hold on. Oh, okay. Chinese phone coming for you. Hold on 1 minute. Let me merge this here. Oh, now how you do it? Oh, who the other caller? Caller, are you there? Hello? Yeah, man. Okay, hold on. Aaron, hold on. Okay, Aaron, just hold on. Let me merge all up. Let me just merge all of them here. Okay. Hold on. They have Korean food. I got a few. The Aaron, go ahead and wrap it up.
Oh, now you're going to wrap it up? I think what is done to connect people. Okay, anyways, to hear somebody on the show, okay, like the James man who you're calling the seasoned journalist, for him to say that the president never said he will work with the majority group. He said he will work with quorum.
Aaron, hold on. Let me merge again. People are calling. The topic that we want tonight. Of course, the liberal is operating. Yeah, you see that now.
No, but I think it was Tadamale who was talking about Quorum and not me.
Hold on, G. Don't make correction, G. We can't speak until the people finish. I beg you. The other one is not going. I know something was going to happen. Okay. Caller, are you there? Aaron, are you with me? No. See, they color here. This, yeah, man. Okay. All right. Those of you, if you're still listening, guys, I'm gonna call you back one by one. I got your number. Just sit tight, and I'll call you. Aaron, you'll be the first, and you wrap it up because the last caller just messed everything up for me. Okay. I'll call you one by one. Guys, just sit tight. And let me call these people first. Let's start with Aaron. Okay, Aaron, go ahead. Go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Toe.
Yeah.
to Mr. James. The Supreme Court said anywhere group of legislators go and sit and they don't have a presiding officer who is the speaker, is unconstitutional. What is President Bwaka trying to prove? To say he's going to work with quorum? Anywhere quorum would be where the speaker is. Whether the speaker has the number or not. Whether he has the number or not, he needs the number to constitute quorum. But if he doesn't have the number, the other people on the other side can have everybody. It's not a quorum. It's not a quorum. For you guys to come on this show and keep trying to twist this thing left and right.
Era, let me hold you. I know what happened. I know you because you're part of this platform here. So I'm gonna hold you and push you around a little bit. Are you giving us the definition of the quorum based on the Supreme Court, or are you giving us the definition based on Google definition or the dictionary definition?
No. I'm not giving you guys no definition about quorum. I'm explaining exactly what the Constitution said and exactly what the justices were trying to say to the two lawyers that represent both groups. Okay. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, in as much as
Let me hold
hold on, please. You can't get in for. Let him talk. He can't hear you.
Yeah,
he can't hear you, James.
It can be presided over by a presiding officer who is the speaker, the legitimate speaker. There's no relevance for Mr. King. So you got traces, so you're twisted away. There's no relevance. And lastly, just before I close, James, are you not saying in the past when President Bwaka used to be on the platform talking about retired suffering, bringing retired suffering rally? So President Bwaka then was trying to distract the government?
Okay,
President
thank you.
I mean, this is outrageous. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Mr. This is very, very outrageous.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you very much. All right.
So
Mr. Akwe, we'll come to you and just write it down, and then when you're ready to do your closing, you can reply to everybody. But I have to call all of these people here. Okay. Aaron spoke already, so let me go to this other color. Thank you for joining us, Clarence. Guys, I will call you guys one by one because my phone, my Korean phone, North Korean phone is not working tonight for me. Go ahead, Clarence, let's hear from you.
Oh, thank you for the show tonight. I don't see the argument or Aaron then coming out to say to come to Quorum tonight. The issue with the House of Representatives, to me, how can you say Speaker Kofa is a rightful speaker, but Speaker Kofa don't have a quorum. Even when they go by on the 10 of May, you don't have a number to conduct business. So can you hold a controller hostage? To me, don't put a control first. Saying getting an individual. And the second point I want to make tonight is concerning the press conference today from the opposition. Listen to Joel tonight. I think the country Nigeria, I think our country, I hope that God will forgive our country. Hey, Joel, whose husband was a rebel leader, and they killed thousands of Liberian people in our country, and they looted the country, and they blocked the Liberian people money. She was drinking wine, dining with the rebel leader. She can come tonight on the media, start condemning the government, start saying negativity. If I say that they say so-called rescue, you had a proper agenda. What you did? You were serving as a vice president. In that proper agenda, that you just sat down there, just phone the $30 million we give for a similar package. You sat down there, you did a marking up. The money, almost $30 million got missing in the TA. You sat down there. Men and women lost their life under your administration. You never said nothing about it. Nigeria is another country. We see individual interest in the country. That was something in our country, Mr. Toh.
Thank
If
you.
we can have a leader to prosecute people, sure they will not be sitting out there today to be making a kind of noise.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Toh, there is not fair to our country. I hate to hear Joy and Ellen and then condemning the government. When Joy was sent out to 5 minutes to a hospital, when SGDP, they see anything about it? Thank you for the show, Mr. Toh.
Thank you. All right, guys. Like I said, I will call you guys back one by one. But I also want us to take into consideration when we come here to make conversation or what have you, let us try to make sure that we speak our mind, and let us not try to use languages that are not of a decent whatchamacallit. So please let's stick with I say I will call you. Let me call this other color here. Guys, I will call you. My phone is not taking that Chinese, that Korean phone. A guy not working good. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, Mr. Soul.
Thank you.
Chidokia calling from Nigeria.
Okay.
Thank you for calling me back. I really appreciate
it.
No,
I will call you guys back one by one. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Soul. The opposition is weak. I don't see anybody in the opposition that can really shake the country. So they can be united as one. They still cannot shake the country. I'm being very honest with you. The way CDC were powerful, they put in power, they disgrace themselves. So who's going to listen to them in the country? So that the people who stole money, who looted the country, are the same people you go listen to because Joseph Baga doing your own. Joseph Baga will leg their thing. Nothing will come out of here. They will just cause noise. They will cause noise. I don't support it. But I don't see any strong opposition that can really shake the country. I don't see them. We can say that 10,000 times. They're not going to work. But if they're making that noise, at the end of the day, Joseph Baga will lick it. Then nothing will come out of here. Thank you.
Wow. President Baga licking it. Thank you. I'm glad Mr. So is not on here tonight because that would have been different.
Oh God.
Okay, let me take this. Let me call the other person here. Okay, this person been calling a lot. All right. Caller, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Hey, I'm Joseph Tamari.
Okay, thank you for calling. What's on your mind?
Yeah, this issue with the Omen Boakai. I heard some of you saying some things that I don't know. It is because of party loyalty or love for him. I don't know.
Give us an example. Give us an example here, so at least we'll have.
Okay, one of you said that was supporting him that the old man said the old man did not say he's going to work with who or a specific one.
Gee, you got to meet yourself, guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, one of you said that.
Okay.
And you forgot to know from the onset of the crisis during the budget hearing, the old man started dealing with Kun. And yesterday, the old man said, we will continue to deal with the. He did not say anyone.
Dr. Mali, guys, just hold on. When we're ready, when they're done, you can respond to them. Go ahead.
Yes. So he said, we will continue to deal with the quorum. He did not say any side that have the quorum. He didn't say so.
Okay.
So
except that this person saying to us today that the old man did not understand what the person that wrote that script for him wrote. That's one. This old man knows very well that what is ongoing in that.
Guys, somebody, yes, Stephen, coming. Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
The old man knows that what is going on.
Can I ask you a favor, caller? Can I ask you a favor?
Yeah.
Can we refer to him as the president instead of old man?
Is he not an old man?
Speak. Talk. Go ahead. I want to talk. I want to. Go ahead.
So he knew everything he's doing with no mistake. He plans everything and he executing everything he is doing. He knows that he's been messing his government up. Look, when the legislature under George Weah decided to remove Buffer Chimov.
Okay.
You saw how professional that issue was handled?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Other people, I got to call other people.
Yeah, okay. Why Omar Baka cannot do the same thing?
Okay. We'll find out in due time. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. All right. Let me get my tell to somebody else. I beg you. Okay. All right. They spoke already. Okay, let's call this other wireless caller. Okay, guys, just give me a chance. I think this is the last one here. Okay, maybe they don't want to talk again.
Hi, Mr. Toro.
Yeah, hello. Hi, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay.
How's everything?
Thank you. What's on your mind? I'm just calling you back. I saw the missed call and I'm calling you back. Go ahead, talk to us. You're live on La Public Radio.
Yeah, hi to the panel. I know most of them aren't going to agree with what I'm going to say.
How you going to preempt it? Wait a minute. Let me ask you. This is Ambrose, right?
Yeah, this is Ambrose.
Ambrose, let me ask you that. You're saying all of the panels, people that are sitting here, why you think they will not agree with you?
Okay, because I think a lot of things you're saying, I think
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Let me call you back. Let me call you. See?
Okay. All right, you call me, guys. It's very interesting for him to come out of a just from the beginning to say people will not agree with him. Those of us that are sitting here will not agree with him. That's interesting. Go ahead. Why you say we will not agree with you?
Because I think I different from the earlier point of the other analysis you do. I think it got flaw in it. You see, let's start with the Richard Kuhn. Richard Kuhn, one letter that he sent to the Supreme Court, he never said Speaker Kuhn. He said Representative Kuhn, Honorable Kuhn. Why you never supposed to speak on it? You say you're the majority speaker, and you asking for the Supreme Court to listen to your hearing or to revisit the judgment. Why you never say Speaker Kuhn is right, but you say Honorable Kuhn? But not before. But you see, like the gentleman that want to blame the former vice president for hostile behavior and trying to leave, but say that the person that he's celebrating that he's so much in love with, he had a defensive for, local defense for, and he was a major in the door regime that killed detective people. Or we forget about all of that.
But don't you, Ambrose? You see, when you make statement like that, then it's difficult for some of us that were there participating fully. Of course, I was not a PRC member, but I was there every day. But the like of Waka and the rest of the people came after the coup. They were not part of the coup. They were not part of the army. They came after the coup, and because of their ability to lead, the PRC members selected those people to help them to carry out the functioning of the government. And in order for them to do that, they said, in order for you to help us, you got to be in the army. What can you guys try to say those kinds of stuff? But anyway, let's hear from you. Go ahead, close it up.
I'm really good, Mary. That's why I listen to you. I'm going to tell you more. I'm coming to listen to you. I agree with you, but you will agree. The people that I was in the rebel, not all of them kill people.
Okay.
So if you want to, I never saw the president kill anybody or know that he killed anybody. But I know he had a love for faithful, and he was a major in the regime that killed the 16 people.
Okay. All right.
So you know, don't leave that alone. But when we start, we want to go back to accuse people because what the husband did or what people related to them did.
Ambrose, speak to us about the Supreme Court and the Richard Coup and things like that. Let's talk about it now.
Okay, Richard Coup, like I said, Richard Coup wrote his
Hold on, Ambrose. Hold on, maybe Walter Carter will be merged this time. Okay, Ambrose.
The president was so clever. Instead of saying majority block, that's why you say quorum.
Oh, so okay. At least you know that you hear the thing different than the Aaron brother then come here with their eye number 9 yellow jacket all over the place. There. Quiet.
No, but that's the reality.
Okay.
He just changed the phrase. Instead of saying majority block. So you see the quorum.
Okay. All right. Ambrose, other people are calling. Let's give them a chance. But thank you.
You know what? Let me just say one more time. I'm going to buy you an iPhone so you can stop with this stuff here. I got Chinese phone.
So you come and buy me an iPhone now?
Yeah, I'll buy your phone and come here. I'll give it to you so you can.
But what make you think you buy me the phone? I can't call it Chinese phone.
Oh, you be this girl.
Of course, I'm ridiculous. You know that. But anyway, thank you. I will see you. You over there, right? You in
I'll let you over.
Okay. I will see you. I will see you there. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Okay, let me go to Walter Carter. Oh, okay.
Thank you, Mister. Thank you, bro. How you doing?
Not good because you're not on live with us. You're on the phone.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't.
Okay. What? Make it brief so I can go back to the guys that've been sitting for a long time now. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you know, I called because I heard the journalist, my own brother, Akwe, James Akwe, and you know, feeling all tough like the neighbor. Like his mentor, the neighbor, they always feel on top of that. James Akwe. You understand? It's like I'm thinking in my mind, what is he saying? And then I listened to my brother Cyrus call in and try to connect Joel Howard Taylor with Charles Taylor because of his Charles Taylor pass away. But the same Clarence man were clapping for Prince Johnson when he supported the United Party government. He never told you the party say I don't take support for Prince Johnson because Prince Johnson committed atrocity against the Liberian people. He killed a sitting president on TV. But the United Party got his vote. And I'm just saying it because even CDC got vote from Prince Johnson to support for Prince Johnson, but because he using Joel Howard statement or right to speak about Ilse society, using it against her, connecting her to her husband. And that is sad for our conversation because everybody has the right to speak their mind in our country.
Thank you. Thank you, Walter Carter. Let me go to the guys. They've been sitting here for a very long time. We're going to be closing and we're going to be out of here at exact 9 minutes. So let me go to the guys. Thank you very much. Try to join us on Sunday. so that because we'd like to have you live as well. Thank you, guys. Okay. Thanks to all of you that I am sorry I wasn't able to connect right away. I think I will have to find another me here. And I'm not going to say Chinese phone. Yeah, I didn't say Chinese phone tonight. I say my Korean phone. And now Andrew is saying that he will buy me phone now, iPhone. So I will not call it any other name. I think I need to get out of those Chinese food and other kind of stuff. But quick, give me you got 2 minutes, please. Make it very brief for us. We got
Yeah,
it.
okay, so I mean 2 minutes.
Yes.
And Kettle, Aaron, and all the other guys, they need to understand that the elections are over. And Abakai won the election. The mandate given to them by the Liberian people. They need to understand that. And they need to understand that they have the next 4 to 5 years to wait before we can start doing campaign business and issues around here again. They should not be slow enough in understanding that one. They need to get that. They need to understand that in other, working at the legislature, it's about the politics of numbers. The president said, we will work with individuals who have the quorum with no name being mentioned and the rest of it. The Supreme Court also made it very clear that majority lawmakers, there is no law that compels lawmakers to sit on jail penalty cover. So I don't know, how is he going to get this quorum? Where will this quorum come from? The very Supreme Court they are talking about speaks of quorum. You have to do this, you have to do this. And there's only one thing missing on the guys who are on the other side. They have the majority. The only person that they don't have is the speaker. They have the sergeant at arms. They get all other and functionaries right there. So the guys need to understand this thing, man. And he also talking about people on the show maybe being somehow one-sided. Why did he call?
20 seconds.
He called because he felt that he's calling because he wants to bring it in dissenting views and opinion. And we accept that. He's not going to sit there and control and direct us on what to say yet. My people, the fight at the legislature is about fight for quorum, and the phonetic cover does not have this quorum.
Thank you. Let's go to Dr. Madi. Dr. Madi, 2 minutes, please. Exact 2 minutes, folks. Please. Go ahead.
What I want to say here is about the issue of the executive. The argument on the ground is that the executive is supposed to enforce the ruling. But the executive, if the executive is responsible to enforce the ruling, I have been reading the Constitution almost the whole today. I have not seen any clear, definitive constitutional article telling me how and by what channel this ruling can be enforced. I have not seen it. Okay, so if they let me just make a correction to our brother who talk about the quorum. Article 33 clearly states, simple majority of each house shall constitute a quorum for the transaction of business. Is there. We all agree with the Supreme Court judgment, final judgment. Honorable Kofa is the speaker. We accept that. The government accept that. We all accept that. The question now is the implementation. So it boils down now to leadership. Kofa will have to be tactical. He has to move now to get this quorum. He has to move. But what's going on in Moravia right now is that there's the impression there's the impression all over Moravia right now that the president saying he will work with the Kun group. No, I didn't read that in the position statement. The president said he will work with a quorum to get a government running. You see, so the challenge now is in Kofa office. Kofa will have to show leadership right now to get this thing going.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you very much. Okay, rescue two. You got 2 hours.
Damn it.
What?
I leave here.
That the man is saying leaving. But yeah, so
Jared, you got two minutes as well. Go ahead. Start.
I want to dispel this guy that says Joel Howard Taylor partook. Clarence is my own man. I want to dispel that stuff. Your crimes are not transferable. You cannot accuse Joel for what her husband did. You and I have no evidence on Joel's personal life of her involving into criminal activities, involving into atrocity, killing people, and all that kind of stuff. All right. Charles Taylor was elected according to the constitution of our country. He is facing charges on the basis of his own crime. I support opposition unity because that is what our forefathers fought for. And I don't know why every government which comes in power is afraid of opposition unity. All right. And I'm surprised that Mr. Nangbe would say that opposition unity cannot work in Liberia. It's possible. We have to be hopeful that with a unified opposition, it helps to hold the government of the day feet to the fire. If you don't have a unified opposition, how you think the country how you think the government in power going to be successful? It's the opposition that makes the government successful. So we need an opposition unity to strengthen our democracy. It's very, very important. They also the court can
30 seconds.
The court can re-argue the case, like what is happening now. The court is possible that the court can re-argue the case. And I think President Borka was being political in his statement when he spoke in regards to the aspect of looking at where there is quorum. He was political. He was not legal. Thank you.
Thank you. You still got. Okay. You will use that. You will use you got about 5 seconds left. We'll use that Sunday on Sunday when you come here and the man trying to, you know who I'm talking about. He try to take time away from you. The bull will step in.
So time is transferable now to next year.
Yeah. When they're crying, it's not transferable, but time is. Let's go to your co-host. Thank you. Let's hear from you, Jared. 2 minutes, please. Go ahead.
You know, I want to say something, but I want to put it this way. The opposition, they would not be successful. And they are not doing good research. They're not doing self-diligence to themselves. So it's a reason Mr. Boyka will be there again plenty time. There's a reason. He's not beaten 3 times already. 3 times. In the course of less than 2 years. 2023, he beat on presidential. The 2-time by-election in Nima County, he beat them. So, what do you people? You can't get it? The 2 former presidents went to run against the Unity Party, the Unity Party. They lost. In fact, the former first lady went there. They lost. So, Mr. Boyka, you can find your coalition. You can find this. You're not going to win, Mr. Boyka. He's a man who speaks slowly, but he know his game. He know his tactic. Put it that way. He know his tricks. The record is there. So it's time for us to start thinking how we're going to defeat the old man, the excellency, that you can call in the old man. But how you're going to defeat? You are not found a strategy yet. So they're fighting the uphill battle and they're fighting a losing battle. Let's see what happens on Tuesday.
Thank you. Go ahead. You got 10
Uh,
seconds.
10 seconds, I'll deposit.
Okay.
That's it. CEO, you gotta come. Oh.
Jerry said you deposit. All right, guys. Seriously, thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's been a wonderful, wonderful show. With the reason we do the time stuff here, we come on time. I know every one of us are very busy, but let's try. If you come in, just know that we're keeping it on 2 hours the most, because after 2 hours, then the subject matter becomes diluted and what have you. So let's continue to do this, and I really really appreciate all of you guys sitting in tonight for Mr. So, who is on an assignment. But we come on. This is a difficult thing to do.
How you view assignment at the same time he commenting, so that assignment business that poor excuse. You know?
Oh, no,
I
no,
see
no,
what
no,
Mr.
no,
So
no.
can get you hard time. You are
No,
all with
unacceptable. Unacceptable.
So, but like I was saying, we're all here very busy to come out here every night. It's not like because we like to talk, but I want to say this to many of you that are called tonight. I know this subject matter that we're discussing, they're very much agitating to all of us, not just to you guys. But we should also learn to agree that the other people have the right to express themselves. Now, many of you that call and the Ambrose call, and first thing he said, yo, and I agree with me, but Ambrose most likely thinking this is the platform that many of the people you see Dr. Malaya, he not a supporter of President Baka. Oops, I almost call him independent. No, on a water independent, yeah, maybe. But on a very serious note, we come out here, we will express ourselves. There have been times where Jerry himself would disagree with policy that is happening. He won't agree with it. But it's not like when you come on or we come here, we say something, it's all about Baka and praising. No, we come here and criticize. But we want you to do the same, but do it with respect. You're listening to President. I want you to go back and read President Weah's speech. The one he held the feet of the president of President Baka to the fire. He was not condescending. He didn't miss his words, of course, but he was not coming out as somebody being combative. He spoke his mind clear and precise, with respect, of course. But any other person, if you try to intellectualize the statement, you will understand what I'm talking about. And if we do that, I think we all will do good. Manfatu, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it, madam. Let's continue to pray for one another. And I'll say good night to all of you. James, Dr. Mali, Jerry, Terry, good night, folks. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Libra, I got a little question for you.
Go ahead.
I always praise you when you open your program. You always let to pray. But when you're deputizing for the CEO, what the prayer can disappear or what?
Oh, you when you came, but
Thank
because
you.
you came late, because you
Thank
came
you.
late, because
No,
you
I
came
was
late.
following.
You
No,
came
you've been
late. You
selected.
came late.
You've been
You came
selected
late.
gospel thing here. You've been selected gospel thing.
Yeah,
Gotta stop
okay,
that.
okay. Tell your own. You came late. I will pray. I prayed before. Thank you. Good night, Dad. Again, Samson told Labropa Radio sitting in tonight for Mr. Soul. We had a wonderful, wonderful time. We will do our best to stay on in the 2 hours, 2 hours the most, and we'll also give you opportunity to speak your mind. But I want you to please um, um, have sympathy, sympathize with our position as well as we come out here. Not that we have control of the subject matter and what have you. We're all Liberians. We're discussing. You have to disagree with us. But if you start calling names, if you start being forceful, Clarence's statement about Madam Julia Howard Taylor, those are things that goes beyond just pure uh, conversation. And I want us to stay that way. Liberian Public Radio audience, you guys are very well versed in respecting each other. You know what to do. You know how to respect each other. And I want us to keep it that way, please. This subject matter that we're discussing tonight, it's not easy. It's not easy. You know what happened with Richard Coon? You think Richard Kun can sleep? Or Flantikova, when it was going on, you think Flantikova can sleep? And now Flantikova having little breathing room. He's not going to be the speaker. We all know that. But now he's having little breathing room. So do you know how much effect it has on Richard Kun? Do you know how much effect it has on President Bakai? Who's thinking about the country? What's going on here? So let's continue to pray for one another. Samson told LeBron Padrino, we'll be back again Sunday. Mr. So will be here, and we'll be here to be the counterweight. This is Samson told LeBron Padrino. Good night, folks. Let's pray for one another. Thank you.
Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Oh, abrede koto, nyali wa banyo, nyali okoro pam. Abre koto nyali. Abre koto nyali, Stefan Soko. Oh, abrede, nana, amabre mera koto nyali wa. Stefan Soko ya okoro pam. Ayiya, koto nyali wa. Amana very casawa. America very titi papa very sa. Hello, you get by your. You see the gamma. See the la play. We are the go to nyali. Are by your for a bravo. Hey yeah. Go to nyali. Oh. Taba sisi no wa arena very paka. Taba sisi no wa arena very. Why yeah. Ale na you there for a bravo. Abri there go to nyali. No so my day to play. Amro alo. Ade wa ba bele wa sawake. Wa ba bele. Amba wa mabani. Ni ama. Amba wa mabani. Amba ra su wa gbura ba yo. Abi na mi ka bele titi baba. Aja tu wo amba wa mabani.